Thanks for joining us as we continue our coverage of the Colonial Day Parade.
Here's Ron McDonald now. Let's give a big shout out to Ron McDonald. We had minus 44 for our big Here Comes Santa Claus Day, and he couldn't come out. But it wasn't because he wasn't willing to. So we thank Ron and his miniatures. That's December It's Sassy with Ron McDonald there.
And of course, very big hit for the crowd are the miniature horses.
And this is the Miniature Horse Club here from Lloydminster. I see Delois there leading the way. We also have Leo and Erna Ostreicher, Kevin Phillips and Tamlin Barr. They're all driving. And Michael and Julia Matthews leading the horses there. And I want to give a big shout out for Dallin, the great job that she did this year with the Cutter Rally for Cancer as well for its 10th year. The Cutter Rally for Cancer has raised almost $80,000 here in Lloydminster for not only for the Cancer Society, but also for our Lloydminster Hospital.
Yes, definitely a great cause.
Big shout out for the Midwest Miniature Horse and Pony Club. And to Clint Moylan.
Well, coming up we have the Neighborhood Watch. Of course, they work together to prevent crime in our city.
And a big shout out to Denham Chrysler Jeep there as well. Thanks for all that they do in the community.
And we have the Citizens on Patrol, also known as cops. They bring awareness to the community. They are a group of volunteers that work with law enforcement. Of course, anything to do to make your community better, safer. We really appreciate their hard work.
Citizens on Patrol. That's followed by the Lloydminster Community Youth. And the Lloydminster Community Youth Center is set to open in the fall of 2014. They've done a great job with some of their fundraisers to get a brand new building. So congratulations to everyone who's worked so hard for our youth here in Lloydminster. And that we don't have an opening date on the youth center, but like we say, sometime in the fall they expect to open that brand new facility. It's been a long time coming. Bar Colony Heritage Cultural Society in there. Big shout out to the citizens who built this community. A people mover pulled by Case Tractor there. Big shout out to Bar Colony Heritage Society.
And we got the Lloydminster Source, and they're locally owned newspaper here in Lloydminster, and they say that they're recasting. They have a brand new website. They're going online, where you can catch them at lloydminstersource.com.
Some familiar faces there with the Lloydminster Source.
You know, we were talking about how we have girls that can play softball in the city. Well, we have some girls that can really derby and get, they're already on rollerblades, body checking each other on concrete.
That's the Angels of Assault.
They're with the Border City Roller Derby League. They Angels of Assault. They're the Lloydminster's only junior roller derby team as well.
And here's Synergy Credit Union with their fat cat on the float and members of your Lloydminster Synergy. Where would we be in this community without our credit unions, including Synergy Credit Union, serving many communities in and around the Lloydminster area? Fat cat. I'd love to be a fat cat someday. I got the fat down. Now if I could just get the cat down. You need a little bit of green to be able to do that.
All right, so coming up, we got the Northern Blizzard Resources, Inc. Now, on the back of their float, they wanted to kind of give you a representation of what exactly they do in the oil and gas industry. All right, so coming up, the Lloydminster Catholic School Division Marching Band. Now, these are the students involved in the band program in grade 5, and they are playing Happy.
That's from the Despicable Me movie, isn't it?
You know, I've never watched Despicable Me.
That's a great song.
Yeah. And of course, with all the times I spent doing Beyond the Classroom over the school year, you meet some fantastic students, very talented.
They sound fantastic. Big shout out to Aaron for leading this. Do a great job here. I'd have trouble walking.
Having to walk and play an instrument, I don't get it.
Yeah. Thank you, Lloydminster Catholic School Division. Here's ATCO Electric. They remind you to, of course, call before you dig, and always know, ask yourself, where's the line? Here comes one of our prize winners in the theme category. It's Lloydminster Minor Hockey, and they are led by Fountain Tire. The Lloydminster Minor Hockey Celebration celebrates 65 years this year, and of course they've been having fun together for about that amount of time. Over 1,000 kids enrolled with Lloydminster Minor Hockey. And of course Fountain Tire has been a huge supporter. Lloydminster is very proud of its hockey history. Of course, we've had a number of players from the NHL who just this past year had Hockey Day in Canada here. We have a rich tradition when it comes to hockey here in Lloydminster.
We're very spoiled with just the talents of our teams that we have here in Lloydminster. And of course, doing sports at night, it helps me do my job a lot better when we got some fantastic sports teams here. Okay, well, coming up, we have the Fur Babies Forever Homes, and of course, a very important cause. You know, you're looking to add maybe a furry little member to your family. Fur Babies Forever Homes, they are an adoption or foster care home for man's best friend.
And Coca's Promise is an animal rescue celebrating 3 years of rescuing dogs in our community. They've been in business since July of 2012. They started out focusing on the rescue of stray and abandoned dogs, but they have now ventured into include cats included in Coca's Promise. So you'll see them out barbecuing and raising funds all summer and fall and throughout the entire year.
And yes, we have done some news stories on them, a very excellent cause. And we have some more drums and traditional dancing. Onion Lake Education. Now they are comprised of 4 schools. They say education, an integral part of culture and dance.
Give you some of that great sound, and here comes more animals. A pet supply store here in Lloydminster, Pet Planet, with all your pets' needs. Bright, spacious store, helping out with your furry members of your family.
And of course, you know, if you're not able to make it out to the Colonial Days today, why not have a barbecue? Who doesn't like a barbecue on a hot summer day? We got Diamond 7 Meats. They are promoting, of course, what they have to offer, and their New Yorker Smoker Barbecue.
Looks like one of those Yoders is actually on right now. I see Aaron driving there, taking over for Robert, who is semi-retired. Got the new Yoder barbecues there. One of those smokers was on. I wonder if their steaks growing.
That'd be nice, eh? Just throwing out steaks to the crowd.